What's going on, everybody? It's Childish. We're back at it again. I was getting ready to go to bed, but apparently ComThors is not going to allow me to do that because they keep on dropping these gifts for the Summoners War community left and right. We have ourselves Mihyang, the Water Skydancer. She just got announced as the Hall of Heroes unit for the month of May. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at her in my current R5 team and showcase to you guys her skills, what's she about, so that you guys can consider building this one if you don't have her, or if you do have her, you can consider using the skills for one of the other two counterparts that are honestly amazing monsters here. This is an amazing Hall of Heroes to say the least. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Before we jump into the R5 run, let's go ahead and take a look at her skills and stats that I'm currently running, and then we'll go ahead and jump in there and just kind of talk about the applications of her, and if you already have her, what you could do with the skill ups on your other options there. Okay. First up, we got the Graceful Touch. We got a 30% chance to land a glancing hit. Second skill, Blade Fan. We're going to hit 3 times, a multi-hitting ability that has a 50% chance to remove an enemy's beneficial effect. And if we happen to remove one, we improve the attack bar of all allies by 50% per each beneficial effect removed. This is also based on proportion to the attack speed, so that's pretty unique considering how we generally build it, right? And then Dance of Mirage. This is one that has so many different things going on here. This is going to provide a heal, but before that heal comes into place here, it's going to extend the time of our beneficial effects by 1, as well as reduce the harmful effects, or shortens the time of harmful effects by 1 as well. The recovery amount is proportionate to the attack power. So this is pretty interesting because we got 2 different things going on. We got something based on attack speed or attack power, so it's obviously going to have a very, very big determining factor on how we build this particular monster, right? So when it comes to this unit, I'm rocking a Violent Broken set, and I think this kind of goes back to what I've said in the past. When it comes to Rift of Worlds R4 and R5, I'm a big advocate of violent sets on the cleansers and cleansers alone, while there are certain monsters that you can take advantage of a violent set and get a couple of additional attacks and whatnot. This passive ability, this third skill, Rageful Roar, provides basically strips the beneficial effects that you have, eats them up, and then has an opportunity to stun and increase the boss's attack power, right? So for me personally, having her on a violent set is going to assist her in reducing her cooldown time so she can provide cleansing for your party. But outside of that, that is really all the all the additional turns that I want to generate on my team. As you can see right now, I'm currently running Amarna and her. I have obviously 3 different healers, but I'm using Amarna in here because I have the... Amarna is just one of those units that hasn't made any kit. But either way, getting back into it, what really makes Mihyang shine is that third skill, Dance of Mirage. And one of the cool things about it is that when it comes to that Rageful Roar that we're talking about, if it happens to stun your team, but let's say Mihyang, oh my god, there you go, right? Perfect example right there. She gets the violent proc on additional turns. Let's say she resists it, right? If she's able to go ahead and use her Dance of Mirage, she's able to shorten the time of those harmful effects by 1. Well, even though stuns don't necessarily say for 1 turn, you already know, right? They don't say a 1, but you know that they're for 1 turn, right? So she's one of the only units out there that can essentially cleanse that stun and get their team right back into the mix here. So I really enjoy her. Again, if you are looking for a unit that can provide a little bit of a heal, but want to go ahead and support another cleanser that you have in there, I definitely recommend using her as your Rift of Worlds team. As far as a solo cleanser, I think that's a little bit more of a gamble. I think it can be done, but honestly, me personally, I would probably pair her up with another unit or another cleanser if at all possible here. So obviously when we try to do showcases, this is what happens. We get wrecked here, but obviously you guys understand what I'm trying to get at. Now, when it comes to this particular unit, let's say you already have it, like what do you do with the skill ups, right? Obviously if you want to throw it in here, you can, but the cool thing about this Hall of Heroes is that the sky's the limit when it comes to skill ups. If you have Chisuna ready, then congratulations, you're about to skill up that unit. If you have Huahi, or maybe you already have Chisuna skill up, Huahi is another great monster as well that you can make an argument for skilling up as well. So again, I guess it really just depends on where you're at in the game and what you really need the most. If I had to be completely honest with you, I feel like Chisuna, for the majority of the population out there, you're gonna find more value in using those skill ups for Chisuna. I feel like Mihyang and the applications that I'm trying to recommend to you guys, it's going to be something for down the road, you know, because this is, you know, I'm using this for the Rift Beast. When it comes to Huahi, I do feel like Huahi is a great monster, and if you happen to build her early on, you're going to have fun with her. But I think you're going to get a little bit more value out of her down the road when you actually can get, you know, some pretty decent runes. And I feel like she plays a really, really good role as a solo healer in Necropolis. She's a really good unit for Necropolis B10, as well as a great candidate for Rift of Beasts. So depending on, you know, what you want to use her for, I personally use her for my fire team and I believe my dark team, the dark Rift Beast team, because of the multi hits, and then the fire or the wind beast team obviously because she's of the fire element, and she's going to be able to assist on that. But regardless of, you know, what you do right now, even if you don't have Chasun, like, you want to do this, you know, a Hall of Heroes, you want to get the pieces so that if you are waiting to get that Chasun, you can go ahead and skill her up. But obviously, if you already have Chasun done and it's going back and forth between Mihyang or Huahi, I think it's just really going to depend on what you currently need in order to assist you with your progression. Are you looking to improve some stuff in Necropolis, or are you looking to maybe provide some kind of consistency by means of the pseudo healer Mihyang? So when it comes to her, I run her on the back line, so again, I'm not too concerned about making her crazy tanky. I can get away with a little bit less HP if I wanted to here, but it just kind of comes down to having the, you know, whatever kind of, you know, stats that you can get. Again, stats over sets when it comes to, you know, Rift of Worlds, you know, creating those compositions. But like I said before, it's a cleanser, so if you can get it on a violent set and get the, you know, a good amount of speed, good amount of attack or whatnot, you're going to be sitting pretty good. Now, don't judge me, okay? I know that I'm sitting there with 0 accuracy, so me trying to land that glancing ability is kind of non-existent. But again, I intentionally, even though it makes sense to go ahead and try to improve the accuracy a little bit so I can get that glancing debuff and provide Zhao Lin with some other, you know, harmful effects to do more damage. I generally am running with people that already have glancing ability, and with my current runes right now, this gives me the best effective HP with that 70% resistance. If I drop my resistance, then to get the accuracy, then I'm going to be putting myself at a little bit of a risk, because simply put, while I want her to land the glancing debuff, the most important thing for me is for her not to get stunned so that she can cleanse my team and keep them consistently going after that boss. So that's pretty much going to be it, guys. Again, I'm super excited for you on what you decide to do. This Hall of Heroes is really, really good. I can't believe we finally got it. Again, this is one of those units that, regardless of if you have it or if you don't have it, the skillups are going to be super, super useful for you for any of the 3 main elements for this unit. Obviously, if you're lucky enough to have Mihyang, then yes, go for it. Again, this is just an amazing monster, and I hope you guys enjoy this HOH, okay? That's going to be it, guys. Again, if you have any questions about this one or other applications that we can use it, definitely put it in the comment section down below. While I put a lot of emphasis on PvE, I do feel that her kit can be useful in PvP. I have played around with her in the past in PvP for fun, simply for the fact that the blade fan, the buff remover here, it was super fun to mess around with it, and you know, strip the units and then have, you know, my team basically follow through to try to one-shot somebody or try to burst somebody down, or have like CR follow through with the bomb. You know, I had a couple of different things that I did for fun, but again, I feel like the focus should be on PvE first and what you guys can do to improve your progression. But if you already have it and you want to play around with it, maybe you already got your Chasun and your Huahi skilled up, then definitely build this one. Have some fun with it. It's a really, really good monster for R5, and you can think of quite a few reasons of building this one for PvP. So again, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's your boy Childish with ChildishPlays checking out. Take care, and we will see you all in the next Summoners War video. I'm out.